Well, now. Yeah. Well, it's 6 o'clock. Nobody put a battery in there.
Gotta get dinner for the kids at Angel and then.
What is it, the school concert?
Yeah, so ridiculous.
Yeah, I just had school concert on Friday, just before I moved in. Oh my God. I almost wanted to do it. You gotta do those things. Those last minute things. Just so for that. Here. I think we were going to check in on the.
Yeah,
we're here. Coming here.
I think maybe we're
going to arrive.
It's why that's all I got. Will they protect you, Sophia, from? I don't know what you think.
Yeah, I know. Well, there's too much evidence to not believe. To throw it out the window.
Well, I think you gotta sift through it all. You gotta go through everybody's evidence, throw 99% of it away. And I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
Well, when you went to the backyard, I know you guys heard that girl twice.
Oh my God. He was sitting in my lap.
How eloquently put that in there. There's no doubt.
I still hear it. I can still hear them things. I can still feel myself backing the car up the white window. All that stuff is so.
Oh, and then over by the damn tree, cars just quit.
Yeah, it could be mechanical. Yeah, car quit for 16,000 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And as soon as the priest comes up, it starts around.
Mm-hmm.
I go to Joe Zemer's the following morning. I took the car to Joe Zemer's on First and Wayne Street. He looked over and said, "What's wrong with it? Don't let people try it."
That's my car. I wasn't even going to take it or anywhere else for the electrical. But the window, I was kind of hoping it would fix itself like everything else. My point is, I would be even take it. I know.
I want to know what.
Because they're going to say the same thing you just said that night.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with this car. Are you on crack?
I want to know what's here, what it is, why it's the way it is, why the way it's not. Why, when I watch so many investigations, every fucking thing under the sun happens.
I know. Every 3
Down
seconds.
here for 10 hours.
I can turn on any one of them, and every 3 seconds. Oh, I saw a ghost go up the stairs. Oh, did you hear that noise up there? Oh my God. No, I didn't hear it, but if you did, that's wonderful. But, oh, it's so exciting. You took it. You know, I got to subscribe. You know, I put that phone down.
I was subscribed anyway. I was subscribed to your channel, by the way.
Yeah,
I see, you know, I check YouTube. I check the Hinsdalehouse, Dandy House. And I put my filter on for the last month, see who's been here in the last month. Or uploaded in the last month, and I watch it and I say, what the fuck are these people doing?
oh, and then you have the other one. Remember that man and woman that was here, and I told you to watch? And the woman comes in. I watched that. Yeah, and he just, puke right here. Something doesn't want me here. You know, that's just drama for this stupid. Unless he's got anxiety and he's not on pills yet. I can see it.
I think that's the case in a lot of people. They just have things happen because they need to happen.
Or it's just anxiety and they can't, you know.
When whatever is in this house rears its ugly head, you don't want to be here.
I know that. Because when I was here by myself, I got it. It was way different from all the other crap.
I mean, when I tell people about the driveway, especially the driveway, I still myself do not believe that's possible.
Which side of your head, guy? Oh, it's fixed on that left. Hit so hard. It hit so hard that you flew into it.
I broke the mirror off the car and I was bleeding like a saint.
Like there wasn't anybody there.
Like I just got out of the ring when I was teaching karate. And I'm thinking, what? How is that even? Because I'm denying it, even though I knew it happened. Right. was there. My face went into the sky.
Well, I read somewhere that people trust it because they're smarter than those who aren't. And I don't care what they say. I mean, it might be true. I just know what I know. Like everybody, you know, like Sarah knows that she knows. So you're not going to tell her anything else. She's going to surprise you in the head of you that she's full of crap. You know. Oh, God. I wish that there was, I know. I wish I had a card so I could put, like, every 3 cards, I put cards in the third table. I wish there was a picture of that in the family that she would like loose it means a lot to their family.
It means a lot to the house.
Yes,
the house doesn't mean that to her anymore.
I know.
Not with what house she
triggered in the house.
I mean, Jesus Christ, when Bill Conley bought the house, that door wasn't even there anymore. It was over there. We put the door back where it was. We made that room the way it was. The floors were sanded and varnished. Wow. Did a lot. Tried to do some work on the roof, but it wasn't repaired down there. But we did all that work. I wrote the script for it as it happened in the 70s. Did all that work for a whole week up here in rain and everything else every day of the week. And then the guy, Bill Conley, if you go to Bill Conley's page on Facebook every couple of months, you'll see me say something. Somebody's heard from him again. Who did he scam this time?
That's funny.
I mean, then he admitted to me on the phone when I called him. I said, I want a copy. We have a contract. It's like the goddamn security contract. We had a contract. We got all the footage, copies of all the photos. We got nothing. And then he finally admitted that he was back in the drugs. He sold the equipment. I said, tell me you didn't sell the HD cards with all the cameras. He said, no, I still have them. I still have the footage. I said, then send it to me. How many years have I been doing this thing? Since 2012. 13 years.
Yeah. Wow, Porch. Yeah.
Contact Paranormal's gone. They're not around anymore. Contact Paranormal's on board. They're not. The website's gone. I have my phone in the car.
Well, I got my tape to do that. For lack of a better term, yeah. That's the longest one I could find. And you need a longer one like the camera.
It's a later show video. It's wait for that.
Right. I mean, that'd be nerve-wracking. Probably not to somebody sticking it down in your damn face.
Yeah, because it was wasn't getting dark. It was something.
Right.
Right. I was wondering. We were in here for a while, and Bill took me out the back door, and the girls were forsaken. Laura said, you know they're here too, don't you? That's where the name of the book came from.
It was there.
Hmm?
That's where
the name of the book came from.
It's right there. I don't know what the other stuff is to tell. I didn't. I don't feel comfortable opening that.
You do?
Yeah, I know, but it looks like things that keepsakes. You know what I mean? That other group that was here, they were in there like tossing stuff around, and I just thought it was, oh boy, you know, very forward reps. I don't know what, they're not millennials, there's something else, and that's how those people are. You know, if you had your mother's china in your china cabinet and they came to visit, they'd be out with it and throwing it around to each other. Like those dolls.
Yeah.
Dancing with the dolls and oh my, and it's clearly said not to touch it. I know, it's all over the place now. Look at it, it's going right down the line. In the past 6 months, it's gained 200 writings. The door is full now. The back door.
That camera is
Is it? I couldn't keep my goal for any more than 5 minutes. I just forget it. I couldn't see the settings. They're too small.
You can't buy your internet cameras. They're expensive.
I don't know.
How much did you pay for that? Like
It was $2.
Oh, even better.
Yeah. It was $2. Somebody was trying
Where's the batteries for these things? Are 8, 9 something.
I know. They wanted you to get a magazine subscription.
Oh yeah. So they're
I'll
on
give you the examples. I think I got it for free, and then I paid for it.
Ya no tengo batería.
Con el house, I got a guitar. Con el house, yeah. I used to go to Cross.
I don't know where the land is here.
I used to go to Cross.
Yeah, just come to the, something on the side of the road.
Well, then I went to, we went to a car wash. And they had a big,
Oh, yeah.
and I bought these, Walmart. I don't like Walmart. And I bought this. When I got home. Yeah.
What are you guys?
Flowers are definitely gone. For whatever. She lies.
Oh my God, I know who I was watching last night. I went on YouTube and it was a goddamn 2 guys. The ones that looked like Omar and,
Oh, Christ.
okay, well, they went married.
Joe.
Oh, yeah, they went married.
What? Oh, they did?
Mary's room is Mary. No, Mary's in
Mary's a guy. Yeah, I know, I saw
That's
that.
what I'm talking about.
I know.
This is the shit.
And the person that was
And
commenting
it's never corrected. It's like Biden's life.
I know, the lady that was commenting on something that we were doing. Oh, they're so wonderful. I'm like, wasn't that the people that, Mary, are you here? And I'm like, why?
Well, as soon as you said that, I got up and said, no, Mary's not going to respond to you. She's an Oregon, very close to her mom. Yeah.
They didn't do their homework. Not that they even
It
wanted to.
wouldn't matter.
I know that, I know.
Because anybody that states something, it's true. You see, that's
When he said that, I just gasped. You know, but I don't know, maybe the average person doesn't know Mary from Jane.
I want to write, and I can see it really quickly. I want to write a book about the paranormal community.
Right.
And everybody within 3,000-4,000 miles will be coming knocking on my door with a shotgun, because I would tell them it's all a bunch of fucking fakes. Because they are.
Right.
I mean, my God, they come in the house and they walk through that door, and in 10 seconds, something explodes in the room.
I know.
Give me a fucking.
I mean, I know it does.
And I don't care if you're recording or not, pop on the wall.
But no,
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna write a book. I'm gonna write maybe a 200-page book, and I'm gonna say book to people. I know you get a kick out of watching wrestling, because that's just as fake as paranormal.
yeah,
Because it is.
when I found out that was basically fake, I was
When did you find that out? I hope
Years
like
ago.
30 years ago.
Yeah, years ago I did.
How close are we to good friend?
The page, kids wrestling and younger people.
Oh, that's real stuff.
That's real.
That's what
Yeah,
happened
yeah.
the other day. He was a state champion.
This crap where, they're making, for money.
Yeah, Hulk Hogan was a friend of mine. Pete Grimes, who owned a production company called Deja View Productions. They did commercials for Flying Food Market. And they got Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant and somebody else. They were doing a commercial. And we went to Hulk's house to do all this.
Oh my God.
And this guy was a big son of a bitch, so let me tell you, I wouldn't mess with him. I was talking to Pete, and I said, "You think that we came out and break the chair over my back?" He said, "Oh, my goddamn chair over your back, come here." Well, he did. He was showing us how they would put a little metal chair here in your back. I'll show you. Want me to show you?
No,
When they do get hurt, of course, and these guys even died. What? 3 wrestlers who died?
well, and people died for other medical reasons.
Well, they died from an accident within the ring because they fell the wrong way or whatever.
Right.
And then Hulk did, this was like a year after that, he explained that the championship is all arranged more than a year in advance. So
That's what I have heard.
yeah, they know who's going to win a year before anybody even has a match. It's this guy's time, so let's get him in there.
Yeah, keep the ratings up. I'm sorry.
Money. Pay-per-view. $49.95 on cable TV to watch this.
Crap.
Yeah. I'm surprised that Dandy Paranormal because he already hasn't gotten this stuff on pay-per-view. Watch this at the Waverly or something. Watch the horrible things that happen. I wish that thing in the driveway would end.
I wish that damn light was in court.
Yeah.
The things that I want recorded and that I talk about are things that I don't have an answer
If I was 10 years younger, I'd go into it. I would. The colleges.
Oh.
They talk about
God, yeah.
paranormal.
Yeah.
You get all the things to be here in a digital recorder and all
That's
those
just
other
a thing.
things.
That brown pot.
Yeah, all those things. Who in their little mind
I know.
decided, let's see, we can coach. We told her to make this what?
Well, I would tell the guy no.
Something
It
is
is something.
Something is here in this house.
Because you know it firsthand. And I heard it firsthand and watched it.
You're a bastard, whoever it is here. How did it get to you?
So I'm not recording, so I do want to tell you something.
Come on, chicken shit.
Shit, just a minute. Well, before we go up there and I get a recording of it, which they won't do anything then when I'm
When
recording.
you do it, yeah. Just like when Sophia and I were here, I sit down and get up.
Yeah.
I don't understand. Tell me to get up now. Hit me in the face with a bowling ball.
Oh, you remember the pizza incident? You were recording.
Oh, yeah.
I was sitting right here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but coming over with the Christmas tree and we didn't want to do it. And you could understand what I said, and I know I understood exactly what I said. And I only had one breath, and I wanted to get it out, And when I re-listened to it, no problem. I can understand what I'm
talking in fucking tongues over here.
Yeah, that 30 minutes wasn't taken. It was not blank. I wanted the other angle from that way.
Okay.
Yeah, that one, that 30 minutes, hour, not there. Thank God you were doing it yourself. Because that was hilarious. She was sitting here, Nancy was sitting here. Oh my God, we had a blast.
You started rambling ahead.
And yeah, and we're sitting here for an hour, 2 hours, and if it was Omar or somebody else, the whole house would have lifted and fallen down, and well, I'm telling you, when shit happens, it happens.
Maybe we just need to do it.
Do what?
Maybe we ought to do what they do. I just can't.
I would roll my eyes.
He's a dramatic actor and just...
Yeah, I know. Oh my God, did you hear that furniture fall over? You know, when they went in here because the furniture was dancing, I believe what she wrote. Oh my God. There was her, there was Claire, there was the rest of the family, there was the kid that was in the bed, there was so many witnesses. And if you wrote something like that, I think too many people would be around to say, liar. So that's why I believe it. I wasn't there.
Nobody's ever, people would call Claire, not just like they do with anybody, because people are people.
Yeah. Right.
We're all going to have our beliefs and our what we consider to understand and weird stuff. But
But they really can't because the community knows she's not lying. At least that's the way I understand.
So many people that didn't even know Claire would come up here and see weird things happening. Like a guy walking down, or not a guy, but a woman walking down.
Oh yeah, and up on the camp road,
Yeah.
you see the ladies walking through their yard and, you know, like, who the hell is that? You know, and they're dressed in old garb, I guess.
Yeah, why would a guy coming home from Fiber Cell in Portugal who went home the same route every day for
Oh, the one that ran over
22 years, hit the kid, called the police, they came, they were here on it was nighttime, it was 1 o'clock. They were here until after 7, 8 o'clock.
Oh my God.
State police, the ambulance was here, everything. And then ambulance attendant came to my book sign 25 years later and said, I remember the incident very well, and Mr. Cowell was so, and I went, never do that guy, what, 8 years ago. And he remembers that clearly. He said, I know I hit that kid. I know I hit him. He doesn't know what he goes for that. He didn't say that. He said, but I hit the brakes and I went sideways and my car went right into it. And he was gone. And I kept moving my car back and forth. And
Right.
Like
Right, because it was nighttime.
and I got the police report. It says right there, the state police said it was probably somebody in the area that didn't belong. I mean, now they're going to say it's a fucking ghost that disappeared.
Right. Okay, well then where's the body? So there's a problem with that.
Well, if he got hurt, then he got hurt.
Oh.
It wasn't an ultrasound news because he knew the road, he drove it all the time. It was dirt, it was washboard. You go around a corner too fast.
Yeah, I know, your whole car bombs.
Sometimes you have to, they're small.
I don't know.
It's small.
45.
Oh, I can't believe I didn't put a battery on this.
The battery I put in last time. But I know, I was going to bring my heat gun, but for the light or anything.
Is this any of your stuff?
Oh,
Okay. It's all mine.
for the life of me, I don't understand why this vehicle I brought is so small.
When you leave, I say a bunch of goddamn things.
Oh, a bucket, put a bucket in there.
Let it thaw out.
Yeah, I got a electric thing.
Holy cow. My sense phone just came back.
Oh, why? What do you mean?
I don't have it most of the time ever since COVID.
Oh. Really?
Yeah.
I'm going to put a battery in here. I don't know if I can see it put it in the right way. Let's see that way.
I want whoever resides in this house to come out here and talk to me.
You want to talk to somebody?
I want to get hit.
Is there anybody coming down, McMahon? That's what I want to know. On the cameras, if anybody's coming down McMahon.
I don't know. Whatever.
You see anybody?
Not yet.
Well, you let me know. There's that little dog still sitting there.
That's all you do when you're old.
She sleeps when I'm gone at work.
Yeah.
So I'm gone at work time.
I gotta get back to the doctor.
Yeah, me too. Doctor for me says no soda or coffee. I'm like, I'll do everything I can to cut the soda. The coffee, I can't get up here. But I'm still working. I gotta have coffee to.
What I can't understand, I do my glucose 3 times a day to see what it is.
Oh, Christ.
And I'm usually around 115.
I don't know what it's supposed to be.
Well, I'm fasting up to 190. But I took it last night after during drinking a can of pop. It was 95. I'm thinking, why is she saying I'm diabetic?
Wow.
So this morning I got up and I checked it for the hell of it, and I've been fasting. It was 130. I said, well, I guess I do, because I haven't had nothing in me. It should be around 90. And I told you this, they're killing me all the time. So the last time I went to see him, he pulled my socks off. He didn't have a filter thing, so he took a
Is that why they do that?
tongue depressor and poked my toes.
Is that why they do that?
And I can feel everything, but they hurt. They hurt so much. That walk out there was like walking through fucking cinders with those shoes on.
I didn't know that. What are those big fish?
I think
we saw 10.
They're either bass or carp. I mean, I know they put bass in the pond years and years ago.
I don't know.
You get one of them on a hook, you're going to have a nice fight.
I know.
A video. Yeah,
they're big.
They're 2 feet long.
Those are the ones that we saw.
Yeah, there might be some big bass around.
Yeah. I know. One year when I was here, it was pretty clear, and you could see, and I was looking in the middle of I call it a lake, but pond, and you could see them.
Yeah. And
it was 3 feet long, easy. More than 4. And if I saw 4, how many more were there?
Well, at the base of Hoover Dam, there's a couple of catfish there the size of Volkswagens.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, they're huge.
What are they doing there at the base of the dam?
Swimming?
I mean, why don't they go somewhere else? Is it a feeding area?
I don't know. Probably when the dam's open and all that stuff comes out.
Got your smell back.
Headache.
Well, I got acetaminophen. That's it.
Still looks wet. It's a head injury.
I know. I don't know what.
Oh, it's
it
just
comes
shadows.
In and goes back.
It's just shadows is what it is. That's what we're seeing.
Oh, yeah. Okay, it's moving.
And they got a tree up there. Jesus almighty.
They're hanging them on the other trees now because that tree's full. I was sitting up there yesterday and I did a session with the cell phone, but I didn't listen to it.
There is not one iota of evidence that any massacre happened anywhere around this house. Massacre my ass.
I was so happy, though, that you got that thing about the pizza, because my camera worked. I
watch that once in a while just to laugh.
I watched. And my first words that you taped were, and pack it up, and like, get out of here, or something like that. And I'm like, what was I talking about? Because the people with the Christmas tree I wasn't mean to. I never mean to anybody that comes here.
And then we were sitting at the table talking about whatever it was, 3 in the morning or something, and I didn't say 3 in the morning. You said, in the morning?
Yeah, oh my God.
How do you think it was?
Fucking funny. And then Nancy chimed in.
Yeah, and she kept saying it.
Yeah, I know.
Even on the way home, she said,
oh my God. And that was funny.
I can't believe my hair used to be down.
Oh, somebody's in the raft. What'd you say? It was down to your ass?
My hair used to be down on my ass, now I have none.
Who is that? Oh, that's Marty and Stan.
How come they don't have life preservers on?
Because they're dumb. They're sitting, the orange things are in the middle.
God damn it.
Yeah, they're stirring up the fish.
The hell with the fish. People have been pulled under that. I mean,
it wouldn't surprise me.
They have.
We'll have to get this on videotape.
God, I hate to see something happen while we're sitting here.
Have to go.
I think I can't remember. I think he said it was 8 feet.
Yeah.
At the middle.
Well, if it can maintain fish, it's got some space down there.
Yeah.
And he said there's a couple of heavy lawn chairs in there, and I'm like, well, maybe I could I'll put on my outfit and do a good deed. Because I'm sure it's not right by the edge. 8 feet just doesn't.
It's still about almost 3 feet there.
Yeah, well, that thing goes up to your neck or something.
Yeah.
It's got boots on it and everything. I wouldn't use it for anything else.
Take one step and you'll go 7 feet.
I was going to have you get in there.
No.
I was going to tape you.
No, you tape no.
Or you tape me. That hasn't been done yet. And then you can say, did you see that lady over there in that dress? And I look over and I'm like, yeah, there she is.
Never really see anything on. Well, that's not true. There's been a lot of things on camera, but not for me.
You know, the only other one who said that she saw you go up those stairs is Nancy,
yeah.
and I don't. No one else. Well, I guess I haven't talked to anybody else, but I've heard anybody else comment on that.
It's really strange.
And I saw it like I was there, but it was on a video.
Well, Tina said,
and the people don't think they taped it.
And we checked everything. Mike, and I know Mike would. He would check everything.
How did they get sound without picture? Because you don't even tape with a tape recorder anymore. I'm ready to do our DR60.
I'm dead. You can't hear me with your ears, but you'll hear me on your recorder.
Yeah. Or on your cell phone. I know, I heard it.
Well, you've heard it. I've heard it too, and I still don't understand it.
I know. I can't believe you sighed like that. That sigh didn't sound like you.
Well, it was me.
Oh.
I walk up the stairs and little.
No, but when you sat down, you went, or something like that, and it didn't sound like you.
It was me.
I sat in that thing yesterday, and I sat on the fucking plug that's right by my hip. Worst place to put it. It wasn't put in right, because I didn't put this boat together. It wasn't stuffed in right, and it started coming out, and my end of the boat started sinking. I'm like, oh my God! And I frantically shoved it back in, and so we got it right.
Oh boy.
Yeah, this shit that's not.
Look at that wind.
I know. The shit that's not on camera.
Maybe that's not wind. See, now Omar and that would be safe.
Oh God, yeah! Look, here comes another one.
Yeah, spirits.
I know. I can see it. I can see it. Man, this is horrifying. Yeah, it's.
I don't want to go to that school.
I didn't really want to either, but after I was there, it was all right. I can't wait to get out my trip flyer. Because when that one group here, whatever their name is, that I told you I thought was good with their professionalism on camera. Mm-hmm. And they don't seem to ever say, did you hear that noise over there? They're a little arrogant.
Yeah, they all have to be that way. I'm arrogant as a son of a bitch.
Well,
I'm arrogant about the truth.
Yeah, but they put up a movie. They put up a show every 4 days. They just travel from place to place to place.
And all them places and all them views make them a fortune.
I know.
You can look it up, you can see how much one YouTube channel makes.
I wish I knew how to do that, but
type in Google, how much does so-and-so on YouTube make?
Oh, that's all you type in?
Yeah, common sense,
Well, I would think there'd be a website.
There's all kinds of websites that show you that.
Oh.
So if you type it in, you get about 20 hits on that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Mr. Beast makes $65,000 a day.
Oh, my God.
Can you imagine?
No!
And he gives it all away. He gives it away. You stand by a pile of money, stand by $1 million in cash, 30 people. The last one standing with their hand on that cash wins it, and he pays the taxes. He got into Bitcoin when he was 16. Now he's 25, and he made millions in Bitcoin. Now, one video will make him $30,000 just from the people clicking on it, watching it. Even if they weren't watching it, they click on it, they make money because of the ads.
Oh.
I make $100 every 3 or 4 months.
Yeah, I don't have enough people to.
Yeah, once you get to 1,000, then you can be.
Oh, then you can do ads and all that.
1,000 hours of view time and 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah, both, right. Okay. Oh, there's that damn ghost again moving that water.
Yeah, read that book. That's disgusting.
Oh, God.
That is sickening.
I don't know.
Well, every woman who's reviewed that has given me 5 stars.
Wow.
Only one person gave
He wrote that.
Only one person gave me 1 star, and it was a douche that came to this house.
Oh.
And he picked on my grammar and everything.
Yeah, right.
I didn't have an editor, and I probably did put a comma here and there where it didn't belong.
But I think commas I'm learning.
And then I took a lot of grief about they're here because of the...
Right, I know, and I'm like, well, screw you. I wanted more personal.
And then I wrote 2 books in a series. I was going to end the 3rd book, and I never wrote the 3rd book. So I started on another book, which I called Grocery, because I can't come up with a name. Then there's another one called Jason McCool's. Actually, it's going to be after my cousin, who was a retired cop. Well, I think I will write a paranormal book.
Hey, you got enough, to make sure that's live. You got enough to do so.
I got enough to burn everybody in the industry.
I just don't like the fake reviews. I don't care if nothing happened, because but they don't see it that way. They
if nothing happens, then who's going to watch it? Bunch of people sitting in a room and nothing happens. Well, that was fun.
What I don't understand is sometimes the static cameras get thousands on Facebook. Will get thousands and thousands of people watching when something's live and nothing's happening. Yeah. So I don't know.
I go to the one when Dan's page is live. I go there and there's two people.
Yeah.
For an hour and a half.
Right. That's all I see now. What got me into this, though, was when Facebook had it on, and there were thousands of people.
Oh, yeah.
This was like 5 years ago, and there were thousands and thousands. That's why I do so many static.
I think that's why people don't watch it, because nothing happens.
Oh. Well, they're easy for me to post, and there are people that do want to.
Go get a fish line, pull one of these off the shelf. I seriously thought about doing that.
I know.
The sign on the floors of the car.
He's running out there by the cemetery. I don't know what he's going out there for.
You think you're at the prison, don't you?
What?
You think you're at the prison, don't you?
No.
Watch it, everybody.
Actually, I don't watch people all day. I could, but it's just cameras all over.
Let me see if I can redo that, because I see the doorknob reflection.
Oh,
I could have swore I saw something go across the basement floor. They did it again.
Across the basement floor?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I forgot you to turn that on.
Well, there's a lot of
it's an orb.
Well,
it's a piece of dust, is what I see.
It could be, but damn, they're hauling ass.
All it is dust. A lot of drafts down there.
Yeah, but
and the wind is blowing like crazy. So
wind is blowing. Okay, I can give you that.
That's all those things are.
But I don't know. It's protected in the basement.
You put that in Grandma's video, and they're all ghosts trying to find their way up the stairs. What is that thing? A heater?
Dehumidifier.
Oh, yeah. I got you now.
Good luck.
Oh, what? That one changes direction.
Oh, yeah. Translucency.
It started going that way. I said, wait a minute, I need to go over there and take a poop. It went that way.
Yeah.
But see the blocks there?
Uh-huh.
Mary swears to her mother there used to be a door there. And I told her, I said, how old was Mary? And she said, well, when she saw it, she was about 7 or 8. I said, you know what was there? It was the chute for the coal, and there was a door. Oh my God, because that was a coal furnace that was straight even with it. Where you see the cement down there, there was a coal furnace down there, and then they put the forced heat furnace in. Of course, there was a door there. They used to come around the back and shoot the coal right down the chute.
I see that a lot, and they're all closed up now.
There's no mice in the ceiling.
No. It's warm now. I've been watching.
You killed them all.
I'm so sorry. I should be shot. I'm in New York and you're not allowed to. They used to come to fucking holes in the brick, and there's rock.
Oh, yeah.
Because they've made a path up to the surface. They have their little road down there.
Now, is that window over there on the left cement of that?
Yeah.
People, that's how, I'm pretty sure I know who did it. There was Chris Conlon, Adam Strawley, and Bill Conley, all with Contact Paranormal. And they had the DVR and everything in here at the time. And I think Chris Conlon was the one that broke into the basement window, took it, and left. He's another scumbag. Adam Strawley was the only one that was decent. He offered to give Clara $300, and she wouldn't accept it because her plane fare was supposed to be paid. She was supposed to stay at the Hampton Inn, which is right across from Pizza Hut. She loves Pizza Hut. They stuck her all the way to the Mike Hotel by Bonner's, so she couldn't be up here and be nosy. She should have been on this property the entire time it was filmed. And then Dan and Ross, they go and film her again. Nothing became of it. It's almost 2 years now. 2 years. I went to her house.
In Oregon?
No, at 3:30. Yes, in Oregon.
Wow, they flew out there.
Yeah. Well,
that's why we got that picture for them.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, Danny's everywhere.
Yeah, I know. I think he was out by me just not long ago. It was Rochester, Illinois, doing something.
Yeah.
I don't know, a convention or something. That sump pump is not supposed to be connected to the sewer. It's supposed to go out the wall on its own and go in the grass.
Yeah.
Somebody connected it to the sewer. You don't do that.
Well, the sewer just goes to it.
Yeah, I know, but it's
I know, there's not a lot of...
And a 5-gallon bucket? Talk about... I mean, if you had a furnace here, you'd probably put wood in it to make it hot. You know, I know.
Well, he's been talking about putting forced air in there. I don't know why he doesn't. It wouldn't be that much.
No, not at all.
$2,000-$3,000
at most.
Yeah.
You really don't have to put it in upstairs with the holes in the floor. I mean, because he does really go up through that frickin' hole. It was like last night. I turned it on the night before. It's warm upstairs.
Oh yeah, I was warm when I was here that night, and it was.
I remember. Oh, it's so funny. God. Oh. First, you said something about the damn catheter, and I'm like,
I don't know what the hell I was talking about.
I made you look down there, or you looked down. There were 2 times you looked down there. One time I said, "What is taking them so long? Where are they? Or what are they doing?" And you looked, because you were over that way, over by the thing. And then you saw her, because she was sitting on that couch that's right there. And you said, "What is she, putting a catheter in there?" And I'm like, "Oh my," and before I even said, "Oh my God," you said, "Oh, it's cold." And I'm like, well, change the subject. And I'm like, I don't know how to respond to all this quick conversation. I'm like, really? You know, because I didn't know what to say, or you were going so fast with changing the subject, or you know, what your subjects were that you were talking about. And I don't think people understood that when they were listening to it. It was so funny. I think we were being affected up there.
I don't know.
Because we were talking crazy.
We were talking crazy because we're both crazy.
Well, I know that, but I mean, you don't even remember the catheter part.
No, I'm sure I said it for a reason. I don't think the house was making me say catheter.
Oh, yeah, but what
had no effect over me at all.
But what could have she been shoving up what?
I don't know. I can't remember.
That doesn't sound like you. And then later on, you screamed, "Did she have a stroke?" And I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe you just said that. You know, because she's here, you know, listening. And I just would think that would be something you might not want to say, but...
Oh, I know. Oh, my God.
Mm-hmm.
You better just edit that one out.
I think so.
By itself.
Yeah. There is no doubt in my mind. Oh, I'm so scared. Oh, I just felt it back on my neck, so I just got touched the eye. You know, when I was doing that estes up there...
You wouldn't even be convinced if you fake something. You wouldn't be.
When I was doing that estes, you weren't here. Marty was in Clara's room, reading off this, pushing the boombox for music that I got from that group you like.
Yeah.
And writing down my answers. I'm like, you don't have to write down my answers because it's going to be on tape. But I told him to do that. That's how stupid I am. So he is busy as fuck. And what happens? I felt that.
Yeah.
And that I was sitting on the pillow area on Mary's bed, sitting, and then like that. And then I keep calling him a Don. That's a Catholic thing that you would. Whatever that is. That was tough, and my head went, and I'm like, and I said it both times. And I don't think I imagined that. I'm on pills. My imagination and paranoia isn't there. And anxiety is not there.
What a shit house.
I know.
I would still.
And then, yesterday or the day before, whenever you were upstairs, I'm in Mary's room, and I said, this is a beautiful house. Or whatever I said. And I meant it. And so I'm like, what the hell? I mean, it is. I mean, it's got
its things to it.
Yeah. Well, I was kind of saying nice things because it sounded as though Sophia was having a little trouble in there. So I was saying nice things trying to come out of my mouth. So that
if I lived here, the floors would be stripped down to bare.
Oh, God, yes.
Varnish and steel.
Oh, God, without a doubt.
Especially that gray ass upstairs. I love them big fucking boards.
Oh. I got that right. Well, the walls all have to be redone.
It'll be so much work.
Yeah. Somebody else has to do that.
I don't know if you could do sheetrock over all that again, or if you'd have to panel it. I think sheetrock would work. You still got to insulate it.
Yeah.
It's not insulated.
Well, there was holes in the wall, like somebody blew some in, but I don't know when they were done. And it certainly wouldn't have been greased.
Probably settled anyhow.
Yeah. I'm surprised that when they were doing work, they didn't see blown-in insulation because there's still holes back there in the wall from the allegedly blown in. I'm like, did they just drill the holes and not blow in insulation and then patch it up and build somebody? When I'm looking at properties, I see letter REIS. That's not how you spell their name. But I'm like, is this one of those properties where you just buy the structure?
Yeah.
Hell no. I don't like that.
Well, her name is REISS.
I don't know. It might be what it says. I'll have to look again when I'm looking. But, oh, my God, the houses. Holes in the walls, holes of the roofs falling in. Yeah, $25,000. I'm like, yeah, you'd have to spend $300 to get it livable. Unless that's how they live in them around here. I don't know, but maybe I don't know.
Ever since Tim and Angel moved in the house over there, it was fine.
That house is fine for that price.
It was in decent shape. It needed work and stuff.
Right.
Nothing major. Now it needs all major work because Tim did all kinds of Okay. All right. And they're recessed. He put something like this in the hallway, white paneling. And you know what he attached it to the wall with? Sheetrock screws. So you see these black screws.
Oh my God.
No, you're using nails.
Right, they're white nails. Actually, that go with it.
Yeah.
Well, unless there's brown between them,
No.
You have to, white.
And they're finishing nails.
Right, I know.
Little head on them. And then there was a bad roof leak. And it's got them fucking 12-inch tiles and ugly white 12-inch tiles over there.
Like these? And this one? Oh.
Sheetrock screws.
I read up how to put those up, and you have to slide them in to each other, and then I think you can add some glue to keep it up to the wood, those wood slats that go across.
That ceiling alone would be about a $2,500 job now because of his stupidity. And then he wanted to have a see-through into the kitchen. There was a wall there. There's a wall in the kitchen door. He'd go out. He put a big square in there, and then he put a piece of regular fucking wood for molding, a different kind of wood over here. It looks like shit. In the doorway of the kitchen and the living room, he put up an open door, a half door. Oh. Looks like a barn door, and it's made out of barn wood. Not nice barn wood, just fucking wood. And then he got rid of the kitchen table and built 2 tables made out of... 2 tables? Made out of wood like that shit out in the yard. Honest to God. I was just an embarrassment. I mean, I had my guitarist come over to help me mess around with the mixer. Right. I was embarrassed to even invite him in. Because he lives in his parents' old house, and he added a whole room on for his mom before she died. Wow. A lot of people do that out by me. They'll add on. Well, they didn't need it. It was a 4 or 5 bedroom house. They had a bedroom downstairs for her, and George said, "I'm going to build you a whole new room. Cathedral ceiling, beautiful. Oh my God, it's gorgeous." And that's where George lives now. He lives in that room, in the kitchen, and that's it. Everything upstairs is closed off. He doesn't heat the upstairs. He's having a new roof put on the house right now, $10,000. Yeah. Oh, boy, I fucked up ever coming back here. I wish the hell I ever had. If I had stayed with a security company, right, I would be a millionaire. Because the 3 friends that I worked for, Chad, Ennio, and John, they started a security company right outside, around the military together. They were in the military together. They got out. They were friends before, and they started veteran security. And in the beginning, it was shady. Right. They were. Right. They had apartment complexes, and you're supposed to have a guard walk around every hour and check all the doors and stuff, make sure the neighbors are doing their thing and not being loud. Well, when they didn't have enough people hired, they would go by at the end of the night, write a fake report, and drop it in the mail slot and get paid, $12, $14 an hour for 8 hours, and there was never anybody on property. They got caught a couple of times, and they just said, well, the person left, and I guess they didn't call us. But it's not true, because I used to go by and drop a fake report off once in a while. So I thought, this is a hell of a money-making scheme. I'm going to think about I'm going to start my own security company. I did. And I stole 2 of their accounts. One, a big one. Amron International, they make the big, huge sewer pipes you can walk. Oh, my God. 40-acre plant. And I worked it for a while. And Debbie, my fiance, she worked it, too. I only let her work during the day and usually on weekends. Had a guard shack they had to come into and all that. And we were getting paid $21 an hour. So when we worked, we were making the full $21 an hour. Now, this is back in 1995. Yeah, that's when we started it. So we did good, and I told all of my guards, don't walk this property. You use the cart. That's why it's here. They gave us a cart. I don't want you walking because it's in South Phoenix, bad area. Oh, gang-riddled. And no fences now. No, not at the backside there isn't. They can walk right up from the riverbed and come on in. Well, I was walking it one day. Oh my God! And I saw a movement by the steam bays. And I'm looking over here and I see a Mexican. And I see 2 more. Oh no! And one of them comes around one of the big pipes and he has a knife because he was trying to get into some shit. I said, get off the fucking property, he called me a name. Shouldn't have. And he starts swearing at me. He starts coming to him with the goddamn knife. I said, get off the property now. And he's walking fast and I'm thinking, fucker wants to stab me. So I pulled my gun off. I shot him. Shot him in the leg. I mean, I aimed low. I didn't want to kill the poor son of a bitch. Call the police. I called Debbie on my radio. Police substation was less than a mile down the road on Southern Avenue. They came up. They had the key code, the code to get in the gate. Okay. They drove in, and it was a Hispanic cop. He said, "Let me ask you something. Why didn't you kill him?" I said, "He He's, I said, you're Hispanic, and he said he's a fucking gang member. Shoot him in the head next time. That's the week I started putting my company up for sale. I didn't want nothing to do with that kind of shit. Do you always like to aim a gun and then pull it and shoot somebody? No. But it's not a good feeling. I don't feel bad about it now. I mean, the fucker would have stabbed me. If I didn't have a gun, I would probably be dead. There was 5 of them total on property. They caught 3 of them. 2 of them had a welder they had pulled out of the one shop, and they had it on the side of the building. They were going to take it down by the riverbed, which is dry in the winter or in the summertime, and they had a truck and everything ready to park and take the shit away. And one time I had a poor guy, Kenneth Schnettler. He was working a big apartment complex, I think like 400 units or something. And he was watching the lumber piles in the equipment room, especially in the trailer where the guys worked from. And all of a sudden, he said, 2 pickup trucks come up and load lumber into their trucks. He runs out there. He was just a little guy. He was maybe 145 pounds. Oh, jeez. He said, put that shit down. The one guy said, I'll break you in half, you little motherfucker. You walk back up that way, and you didn't see us. It took him 4 hours to call me and report it. He was so afraid that, and then he quit that night. I can't blame him. It was a harrowing job. But the thing about it was, and the police told us this too, you don't follow the laws that we do. If you're having serious trouble, take care of it yourself. And we did. Especially Fata and Jermaine, Tiny. I used to call the big black guy Tiny. If they had gang member problems, they'd whip the fuck out of them guys. Just never stop wailing on them until they couldn't move. I mean, they wouldn't try to kill them, but they beat the shit out of them and said, come on our property again, and you're dead. Well, guess what? All of a sudden, the whole fucking gang.
Oh, my God.
Where I met Debbie was Desert Oasis. It was a 44-acre property, and the back section, the J section, was Section 8 people. And they were low-income Mexican gang members, Puerto Rican gang members, and they'd fight on the property all the time. They hear gunshots all the time.
Oh, my God.
We had to end up having 6 guards on that property. And Debbie, the manager, said, Paul, I can't afford this anymore. I said, I don't know what to tell you because I'm not putting 3 people out here to get killed. She said, well, can you at least knock it down 2? Just give me 4 guards a night? There's only 2 during the day and 6 at night. And I said, I can't do it. I won't risk my men. So they ended up closing that goddamn apartment complex down. They just shut it down like 6 months later. It's still closed down. Nobody ever took it back over. It wasn't in a bad area. It was in Glendale, Arizona, which is right next to Phoenix, but clean area, nice homes, nice neighborhoods. The apartment complex itself was kind of old, but oh my God, I remember that they just stayed on the other side of the wall, or they'd hop up and reach over and we're going to kill you guys tonight. You better keep looking behind your back. Every place we walked, our hands were holding our guns.
Oh, my God.
And then New Year's Eve. I'll never forget that.
Oh, my God.
Everybody's outside with a gun, shooting. Because in Arizona, you can carry a gun. You can walk all over town with a gun. You don't need a permit. They're shooting their guns up in the sky. Well, you know what? The bullets have to come down.
Yeah.
And guess what? It came right down into a 5-year-old's fucking head. One of them. I remember we went around one building. It was me, Jerry Atkins, Scott Atkins, Fata. We were right around the building because the guy was just standing there with 2 pistols, just do. We came up, and as soon as we came up, he turned around and pointed the guns at us, and thank God none of us shot. I mean, we were still probably from here almost to the road, away from him, and I told him, and then Fata, big Samoan guy, whoa, put your gun down! You put your gun down! Put your gun down, I'm going to shoot you! He did. He put his guns down. He was drunk, of course, which is normal for the years. It was bad.
We're fucking hardy.
It was fucking bad. I don't know how many goddamn fights I got into with gang members or drunk tenants. or just people that were there trying to steal something.
Oh my God.
That's why I always had Flocka and Tiny around when I was working, just I didn't get killed. Flocka would just
you could basically kill him.
Flocka would pick them up and kill them.
But you could kill somebody.
Yeah. You didn't want to kill them.
I know. I mean,
Well,
I guess
that's not true. There was a couple like that.
I guess you just